All right, what is up, beautiful people? And as you guys can see, we finally took an L. We were having a really good winning streak here the last week, actually. We are still up on the eval and the challenge 1%. And on trade sync, as you guys can see, MFFU is back to break even. But I'm going to show you guys the trade here. And to be honest, you guys, the first trade, I don't know what happened in my head, but my first trade was a short. I actually have no clue why the fuck I shorted this. Just zooming out, I, I have no reason why I would short this at all. Let me just take a look if that was the case here. History. Okay, no, it's not showing up yet, unfortunately. Let's see if it shows on the history here. Orders filled. Okay, this one was 3609.9. Today is the 4th. Okay. Yeah, so I took a sell here. 3609.9. Okay, let me see what happened. 3609.9. Oh. Okay, so I think 3609.9. Okay. So at the time here, you guys, I believe this was a 1 minute very fair value gap right here that I entered off of. And then we got stopped at 3611.8. Okay. Yeah, but you guys can see here, completely invalid. I have no reason why I entered this trade. This trade I actually risked 3 lots, which resulted in an $800 loss. So I was still up. I still had $200 to risk, and unfortunately, I actually over risked here as well. That was around $500. So I over risked here on the long. At least this one was a valid setup. But the first one, I should have not lost at all. I should have not even have taken the trade at all. So this definitely gonna go in the journal because I don't know what the fuck. Like I don't know, guys. I'm a firm believer that when you look back and do a trade recap, you need to see what's happening. Like if you can justify the trade, that's fine. But if you go back and you can't even justify a trade that you've taken, that is straight gambling. There's no narrative. There's nothing at all. All I remember was my my narrative was bearish because we had, I mean, as you guys can see, we're creating bearish structure over here. And oh, okay, you know what? I think I know what it was. So as you guys can see here on the 5 minutes, right over here, we have the supply and demand zone. Okay, this is what it was. I remember now. Yeah, so we reacted off the supply and demand zone, right? So I scaled to the 1 minute and I saw, okay, we're making right over here. At the time, it looked like it was creating a fair value gap. So I entered here and then it just went up. But again, right, still invalid. We need to see a better reaction to this because as you guys can see, although it is a 5 minute zone, and look, this structure is actually pretty clean. Okay, higher highs, lower low, and then we had this liquidity sweep. So I was expecting it to boom and then straight down. Okay. And we took off that loss there, but we had another trade, and this was a little better of a trade. And why? As you guys could see over here. So in the 1 hour, right, we tapped the key level in New York. We didn't fill an hour gap, but what do we do here is we pretty much broke structure, right? So we created this high yesterday, and then we just have a slight pullback. So that was one. I'm like, okay, we're probably gonna target the higher time frame draws. Okay, and then my second one right over here. Should have marked all the zones here. Yeah. So another one is also on the 15 minutes, right? What do you see here, you guys? Although we didn't take this high, we are not making any lower lows. Okay, very choppy. Don't get me wrong, but we're not making any lower lows at all. And still, I'm not even supposed to be trading in this condition, right? Around this area. But this right over here was a little cleaner, okay? And I'll show you guys why. Okay, so what do we do here? We create a big bullish fair value gap right here on pre-market 30 minutes before market open. Okay, 30 minutes. What do we have here? 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Okay, two big bullish candles. Okay, and that was enough for me, right? After these two big bullish candles, we sweep all these highs. So you guys can see, right? 7:45, 15-minute, we sweep. So at this point, okay, it looks like market is wanting to find higher time frame draw, right? And the next one we have is this 4-hour high. Okay, clear liquidity. What I do on the 1 minute, I see this break of structure here on this candle. We hit it, we go up, and we actually broke, right? As you guys can see, I didn't enter off this one yet over here. Boom, we went down, we created a fair value gap because we also actually reacted off another this hour wick here. So this hour wick at the time, and this is why this trade is invalid as well, right? Is if instead of a wick we broke and then went down to fair value gap, just based off my data, this would have been a higher probability setup, right? And so, I don't know what happened. Maybe I got excited. Maybe I got too confident on the trade. But look, we did not create a body. All we did was wick, equal highs. What do? We dump. Okay, look, equal high, dump. Again, I trade continuations. Why do I enter this when there's no clear confirmation? That I have no clue. I'll have to journal this day. I actually had a pretty good day today as well at work. So I don't know what it is. Today my fiance is leaving for the Philippines, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse. But you know what's optimal is we have to at least break this structure. Maybe at the time I counted this as a break, which you guys are now clearly seeing it's not, right? So what do? We enter off that fair value gap. What happens? Straight to drawdown. Okay. This trade was not bad. It's not A+, but at least we had support here. On the 15-minute, we created a 15-minute fair value gap. 5 minutes, we have a 5-minute fair value gap here as well. So I was like, okay, it went straight down. Let's see if we can hold the 5 and 15-minute. Because this is my last draw, right? As you guys can see, this was my protection, my stop loss narrative. What do? We hit stop loss, we chop. And again, why are we chopping right now, guys? Because we failed to break these highs, right? When we fail to break these highs, look, if we did this, that is clean market structure. Okay, that is clean price action. But what do, guys? We do this right here. Okay, we make a higher high, higher low, and then we fail to break. Okay, simple. We fail to break. Market structure is not, basically there's no direction. There's no clear direction. But yeah, anyways, guys, that is the trade recap for today, September 4th. It is Asia Friday, so I have the weekend to refresh my mind. And I'm going to watch a lot of psychology videos throughout the weekend. I'm just going to relax, not think about trading. But yeah, man, still we are up on the challenge and the eval, so no complaints there. I just need to stop making these stupid mistakes, as you guys can see, right? At least the second trade I was able to justify, but the first trade, no, never, bro. I'm not sure why I did that. Maybe it's FOMO. I'm gonna have to rethink about that trade. And that's it. You guys have a blessed weekend. As always, God is good. No matter if we're in our ups and downs, God is good. Jesus is good. And hey, without faith, there is nothing in this life. Anyways, have a blessed one, you guys. Peace out.